Good morning, and welcome to your AIDailyPress morning podcast for July 3, 2026. I'm your host, Walter. First, the Federal Reserve has indicated that at least one interest rate increase is on the horizon for 2024, which has sparked concerns among investors about the potential impact on the stock market. This move is largely attributed to the recent acceleration in inflation, and while some experts warn of an impending correction, others argue that the fundamentals of the economy remain strong. In other news, crude oil prices have taken a hit due to an increase in global supplies and ongoing geopolitical tensions. The surge in supply has been further exacerbated by stronger Russian crude exports, which have recovered to at least 80% of pre-war levels. However, Ukrainian drone attacks on Russian oil infrastructure have provided some support to oil prices. Lastly, we're marking a significant milestone in American history, the 250th anniversary of the United States. As the nation celebrates its founding, we're taking a moment to reflect on the principles of freedom and unity that have guided it thus far. Meanwhile, the Israeli-Palestinian conflict continues to pose significant challenges to regional and global stability, with renewed calls for reconciliation and peace. These are complex issues, and in our pursuit of fair and balanced reporting, we aim to shed light on their multifaceted nature, inviting our readers to engage in thoughtful consideration of what the future might hold. I'm Walter, reminding you that understanding and empathy are our greatest tools in navigating the complexities of our world. Now for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
Thank you, Walter. First, the World Health Organization has declared an end to the hantavirus outbreak linked to a cruise ship, the MV Hondias. This is a crucial milestone in containing the outbreak, with no further cases reported since May. In other news, Russia has launched its largest attack on Kyiv since the start of the war with Ukraine, resulting in significant loss of life and destruction. The international community is grappling with the implications of this intensified violence, and military experts warn that the West's limited supply of interceptor missiles may hinder its ability to respond effectively. Lastly, we're following developments in the Middle East, where Iran has shifted the focus away from its nuclear program and towards the Strait of Hormuz. This strategic move has created a new dynamic in the region, with far-reaching implications for global politics. We will continue to provide updates on these stories as more information becomes available. Now, for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskweiser.
Thank you, Barbara. First off, Citigroup has cut its forecasts for Bitcoin and Ether, citing weakening investor appetite and a lack of progress on U.S. digital asset legislation. This downward revision has sent shockwaves through the cryptocurrency market, with Bitcoin shedding over 50% of its value since its all-time high last October. As always, investors are advised to exercise caution and conduct thorough research before making any investment decisions in this volatile market. Moving on to commodities, traders and investors are bracing themselves for continued volatility as we head into July. The economic and geopolitical landscapes remain uncertain, with factors such as the situation in the Middle East, upcoming midterm elections, and shifts in global monetary policies contributing to the unpredictability of the market. Analysts from major financial institutions like J.P. Morgan, UBS, and Goldman Sachs are predicting that gold prices could reach between $1,700 and $2,000 per ounce in the second half of the year. Lastly, the U.S. Justice Department has launched an investigation into an alleged insider trading scheme involving Chinese securities firms. The probe is examining claims made by market-making firm Susquehanna International Group that unknown traders made high-risk, high-reward options bets ahead of a May crackdown by Chinese regulators on cross-border brokerages. This incident has sparked concerns about the integrity of financial markets and the potential for insider trading. As we navigate these complex and ever-changing markets, it's essential to stay informed and up-to-date on the latest developments. Now for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Louis. Firstly, The recent failure of the New Glenn rocket has raised concerns about meeting the deadline for landing humans on the moon by the end of this decade. Experts are skeptical about Blue Origin's ability to deliver a new variant of the New Glenn rocket, which would require 4 launches to support a human mission. As an alternative, NASA might rely on SpaceX's Starship, given its proven track record and existing infrastructure. In celebration of the United States' 250th birthday, NASA has released stunning cosmic images and sonifications that showcase the beauty of the universe. These breathtaking visuals invite us to contemplate our place within the vast expanse of space and remind us of the importance of continued scientific inquiry and discovery. Lastly, NASA is embarking on a high-stakes mission to save the Neil Gehrels Swift Observatory from a catastrophic descent into Earth's atmosphere. The rescue attempt involves deploying an orbital craft called Link, developed by private aerospace firm Catalyst Space, to reboost the satellite into a higher orbit. This mission serves as a proof of concept for satellite servicing capabilities and could have far-reaching implications for space exploration. These stories highlight the challenges and opportunities in space travel, from overcoming technical hurdles to pushing the boundaries of human knowledge and understanding. We'll continue to follow these developments and bring you updates on the latest advancements in space exploration. Now for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. We have a trio of exciting stories to dive into today. Firstly, the LeBron James free agency saga has taken an intriguing turn with the Philadelphia 76ers entering the mix, adding another layer of complexity to the ongoing drama. The NBA world waits with bated breath to see where the legendary forward will ultimately land. Secondly, in the FIFA World Cup, Argentina is set to face off against Cape Verde in a matchup that has all the makings of a classic underdog story, sparking discussions about competitive balance and the value of underdog stories in international competitions. Lastly, in MLB, the St. D. Bull, Louis Cardinals are eyeing Los Angeles. Angels lefty starter Reed Detmers has a potential trade target to bolster their starting pitching ahead of the trade deadline, with several other teams also in pursuit. As we explore these stories, we're reminded of the complex interplay between talent, opportunity, and the human spirit in sports. Whether it's the unpredictability of free agency, the thrill of underdog matchups, or the strategic maneuvering of trade deadlines, each narrative contributes to the rich tapestry of modern sports. Now for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Corral.
Thank you, Howard. First, we're looking at the impact of new regulations on Brazilian meat exports. The country is taking steps to meet international standards, but this change may bring challenges and opportunities for local farmers and communities. We'll be delving deeper into this story, speaking with experts and examining the potential effects on the global market. Next, we're shining a light on the disturbing trend of illegal dumping in the Dublin and Wicklow Mountains. The sheer volume of waste is not only an eyesore, but also a threat to the environment and wildlife. We must work together to adopt more sustainable practices and support initiatives that preserve our natural beauty. Finally, we're celebrating a historic event as the iconic Times Square Ball descends 8 times across different time zones to mark America's 250th birthday. This unique celebration aims to unite Americans and create a shared experience. With performances by renowned artists and a redesigned Times Square Ball, this promises to be an unforgettable experience for people from coast to coast. These stories remind us that our world is complex and multifaceted, with challenges and opportunities intertwined. As we move forward, it's essential that we approach these issues with nuance, empathy, and a commitment to preserving our natural world and promoting unity. Now for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. Can we talk about the latest buzz in celebrity news? Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's upcoming wedding is all the rage, with reports of a castle being built inside Madison Square Garden for the big day. But what is even more impressive is their commitment to giving back to their communities. They have donated millions to food banks and charities, and their generosity is truly inspiring. And speaking of weddings, have you seen some of the most iconic celebrity wedding dresses? From Princess Grace to Gwen Stefani, these A-listers have proven that fashion knows no bounds on their big day. Whether you're a fan of classic fairy tale romance or modern-day minimalism, there's something for everyone in this stunning lineup. But it's not all about glamour and glitz. Some content creators are pushing the boundaries of what it means to be innovative and adaptable in the digital age. Take Binging with Babish, for example, who is expanding his culinary horizons with a new short film and potential collaborations inspired by recent cinematic hits. With his love for food, film, and exploration, fans can expect a fresh wave of engaging content that will leave them hungry for more. So, that's the latest scoop from the world of celebrity news and entertainment. Now, for the latest in nature and environment, here is David at Nature.
Thank you, Joe. Firstly, a groundbreaking study has challenged our understanding of giant trees and their ability to withstand droughts. Researchers found that these towering trees have adaptations that enable them to thrive even in water-scarce conditions. This discovery has significant implications for conservation efforts, as giant trees play a crucial role in storing carbon and supporting ecosystems. In other news, a suspected case of the deadly H5 bird flu has been identified in Australia, raising concerns for both agriculture and wildlife. Authorities are urging people to avoid contact with wild birds that have died or appear ill, and surveillance operations are underway to monitor the situation. Lastly, scientists have made a remarkable discovery in the immune system of the starlet sea anemone, uncovering a previously unknown protein that boosts protection against viral infections. This ancient mechanism could potentially revolutionize treatments against viruses and highlights the importance of exploring the natural world for novel solutions to human health problems. These stories remind us of the incredible diversity and complexity of the natural world and the need to preserve and protect it for future generations. Join us as we delve deeper into these topics and explore the latest developments in conservation, environmental challenges, and the wonders of the animal kingdom. And that completes our morning podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until this evening, I'm David Atanacher for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.